I didn't really put that kind of pressure on myself to win a singles match here. I went out there just wanting to perform the best that I could, and to really deal with the situations that were at hand, and try to do myself proud in really staying calm, staying present, and fighting well. It definitely came in handy, but. I think it was mainly about also seeing the funny side of things and just keeping it lighthearted, and not really staying too intense for such a long period of time, because that can be very exhausting. I think it's definitely challenging for any player to not get too excited or too over anxious to try and finish a match. But also it's a bit unrealistic to think about finishing a match. There's another player out there who's got a lot to say about that, so it's not quite so simple. But I think so far this grass season I've been quite well prepared for conditions like these, so I'm not too far, not too far outside of my comfort zone. No, I thought they did a good job. I mean, it's not easy on them either, having to wait around and all day, and then it's cold and not exactly the most motivating of weather conditions. So I think compared to the conditions, they did really well too. I don't think about it, so I can't really be surprised in that sense. I've worked my whole life since I was 8 years old on becoming the best tennis player I could be. So in that sense, I've been doing this for 17 years. So it didn't exactly happen from one day to the next. I am very, very grateful for the experiences that I've had in quite a condensed short period of time. I think that I am very, very grateful for and enjoying very much. But then again, also the previous years where I had lost in the first round here, I'd played some very, very good players, and I think it's I always say I'm a firm believer in accumulating experiences. So I'm most certain that if I hadn't had those experiences, I wouldn't have been able to deal with, for example, the situation today over the last 2 days. My expectations with myself are very not result orientated or outcome orientated in general. So for me, it was. For example, just which chance kind of gave it the situation that I found myself in with the conditions. I think my expectations with that was to deal with it the best that I can. So it's very much those process goals that I work on. So I have played Rybakova before. I played her, I think, actually last year in Nottingham, so on the grass, and she plays very well on the surface. So if I do end up playing her, I know it'll be a tough one, and I'll do my best to prepare for it the best that I can. And against Jeannie, well, I don't think she really needs much of an introduction. She's an incredibly good player, and that doesn't change on where her ranking is. She's always a dangerous player to play against. So I'm really looking forward to whoever it'll be, and I'll just give my best.